On Sunday in Oxnard, California.
Say that in the mic one more time for me.
This Sunday in Oxnard, California. Get your tickets at jimmydore.com. We'll do a meet and greet also. We doing it before the show or after? Sometimes we meet and greet people before the show, which is my preference. Because after the show, everyone's a little drunk. And I used to be, but now I quit smoking pot and drinking. Wow.
And still, Jimmy, you're fun.
And I'm still a good time. No weed, no drink. It's like a brand new life, I think. I never thought I'd live like this. It's a different kind of bliss. I
smoke weed every day.
I used to also, Kurt.
Yeah.
Sativa, though, not indica.
I used to indica it.
You can't work and do that's crazy.
I could.
It's
I know, but hey, maybe everybody's different, Kurt. Everybody's different.
I don't believe it.
And now I had one drink on Thursday. Tuesday. We went to see Tim Hockenberry. Is that how you say his last name? Over at the Baked Potato. That's a tight little space in there. Anyway, it was great. Some guy from the office what's that office's guy's name? What's his name?
What's the name? The guy from that?
Creed. That's his name.
It was his character.
Oh, the old man?
His character's name was Creed. What? Really? It's like Jerry Seinfeld, huh? Jerry! These are men with jobs, Jerry. So I had one Negroni. I slept for an hour and a half that night. I woke up and I was up the whole night. And so I'm very sensitive now. I can't have weed. I mean, I can't have drinks because it'll keep me up, and I'm not smoking. If I was smoking weed, I'd be sleeping.
Really?
And I know that. But I just have lost the urge to smoke weed.
Here's a picture of a group of people that should start smoking weed and stop doing what they're doing.
So here is Zelensky came to town, and who's he taking a picture with? Zelensky met with U.S. arms manufacturers yesterday in Washington, D.C. Here's his picture alongside executives from Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Northrop Grumman, General Dynamics, and others. Looks like many lucrative business opportunities still ahead for these valued partners. Why would he do that?
Because these are the people that still like him?
That's the arsenal of democracy, Jimmy.
Oh, the arsenal of democracy.
The arsenal of democracy.
That's right.
So, let me just blow it up a little. If you still believe that this Ukraine war is about anything else than a money funneling, laundering operation, you're the chump of all chumps. You're as dumb as Bill Maher.
Look at everybody in that picture as a demonic piece of shit. Not one person.
Yep. I like when they have the females and the people of color. They have diversity in their evil.
That shows you how diverse pieces of shit can be.
Wow, honey, guess who I met today? Volodymyr Zelensky. We took a picture and everything. Look on my phone. These people are scum of the earth, and it really shows you how brazen they are that you would take a picture like this.
Well, the Nazis took a lot of pictures too.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even occur to them, maybe that would look bad if the guy who's here trying to get money takes a yearbook picture with the military-industrial complex.
Eisenhower warned us of this group photo.
This is exactly what Eisenhower warned us of.
These assholes are going to take a group picture. You're not going to be able to believe what you're seeing.
So this is why... This is why you shouldn't have private companies making weapons of war. It should be a government operation.
Or running the prisons or your health care.
Or running the prisons.
Stuff.
That's right.
They don't, where they care more about something that's not you.
It used to be the term war profiteer was a bad thing. But I remember growing up, they say, "Oh, these war profiteer." This is like the greatest thing you can ascend to now in America is to work for a war profiteering machine. That's what they're doing. That's what they all do. They all make money killing people.
Yeah.
Like
not even as respectable as killing people. They make money like the way someone would look at a Pablo Escobar or a big time drug dealer. They're so much worse than that by a lot. Like by a lot.
I agree. I saw a stat. Now I know I'm going to botch this stat, but It was something like half of the world's scientists work in the military for making weapons.
That's where the money is.
That's where the money is.
And then you get the civilian stuff
Like,
from the military applications.
Half the world's scientists.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to be poor? A poor scientist?
Now, let me. Hey Siri, what percentage of the world's scientists work for the war machine military?
Well, this is we look at this and we're horrified. But just like that segment on Bill Maher, this is for the consumption of the PMCs. This is what Catherine Liu is talking about. Like, they have disenfranchised the working class. They've made poor people completely apathetic and inactive politically. This is for that remaining group that feel like they get enough out of the system to absorb its narratives and repeat them. This is not for you. This is not for me. And I remember you used to talk about this. You watch those Sunday morning roundtables that are very much aimed at that class.
Yeah, right.
To make them feel like they're insiders. And who's advertising? Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Jimmy used to say this. What are the people at home going to buy a jet? The people at home are in the market for an F-15.
I remember Chuck Todd, his news show is being sponsored by Boeing. And I'm like, who watching the show is going to go buy an airplane or a jet?
Right.
What they're supposed to be doing is under the guise of funding MSNBC's news investigations, what they're really doing is funding their non-investigations.
Yes.
Here, I'll give you all this money so you guys don't report on the truth about war and the truth about how we have manipulated the Congress and the presidency and the military to do our bidding so we can make more money selling weapons of death.
You know what this looks like?
That's why Boeing does advertising.
It's also,
go ahead.
It's for the people who watch it. Who this is? You go into the house of a bourgeois kind of PMC person, and they've got the Monet print on the wall, right? Like, and that class has always been that way. Back in the day, back in my grandparents' day, the way they would imitate the upper classes was they had a lot of tchotchkes. They would have a lot of figurines, the porcelain of the people in Europe, right? And then that evolved into having the Monet and the Degas prints. That's for people who can't afford a real Degas or a real Monet, imitating the tastes of the people they aspire to be. That's who this is for.
Yeah, right.
It's to get them to absorb those upper class politics by way of convincing them that they're in on it with the upper classes.
Yeah.
You're one of us.
You know what it looks like? It looks like, like the last of the Scientologists that stuck around, or like the whales. And like Zelensky's the same height as Miscavige and Tom Cruise. It's like a ceremony honoring Tom Cruise with a big medal. Like, the kind of people that be into this are like the people who would still believe Scientology. No, it works for me. And they've never heard of Xenu. They tell them not to go on the internet and go down a rabbit hole of finding out about Scientology or the government, I guess.
This is the Hubbard Medal of Freedom ceremony.
Okay, over to Steph.
Hey, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down there for more AM Joy and the rest of MSNBC. And click on any of the videos right here to watch the latest interviews and highlights. And you can get more videos from MSNBC for free every day with our newsletter. Just visit